this is Buddy back with another video, and let's take a look at some smartwatches and fitness bands. Cheap fitness bands allow you to track your steps, calories, flights of stairs taken, distance, and sometimes even like heart rate and sleep. And they also have stopwatches. Now, as you go up in price of fitness bands, they can give you notifications from your phone and even last a couple of weeks. Fitness bands usually are a little bit weaker in terms of quality and build quality. They deteriorate a lot quicker than smartwatches. So in that case, I would recommend not buying an expensive fitness band because it won't last as long as a nice smartwatch. Now, I'm not talking about fitness watches. I'm going to classify those under smartwatches. I'm talking about just like bands. Take this fitness band that I'm wearing right now. Now, it tracks everything except for heart rate. I can sleep in it. Depending on how I put the settings, I can have it last anywhere from like 3 or 4 days to easily a week. And it does everything that I pretty much need to. It even gives me notifications from my phone. And the best part about it is that I can set alarms and wake up by it so I don't wake up other people in the room. And it's only $30 on Amazon. It's a steal. Now, wearing this cheap fitness band kind of gives me a feel of if I'd want to buy a more expensive one in the future. But like I said, you don't want an expensive fitness band, you want an expensive smartwatch. So I was thinking about what about trying out a cheap smartwatch. So I purchased about a $30 to $40 smartwatch that's pretty clunky. Interface is usable, but really you don't really want to be tapping around on your watch. And it kind of made me feel like smartwatches are still a definite fashion accessory. They aren't really going to make you tap more on your wrist to do stuff or to really reply or use apps on your wrist. They're really there to give you notifications that you decide whether or not you want to answer on your phone. They help you get more health information and allow you to do some stuff, but overall, it's more of a fashion statement. However, still using this clunky smartwatch made me realize that smartwatches are still not a necessity. They're just fashion, just like normal regular watches, which isn't really a bad idea to even buy a smartwatch. It's just know that you're not buying it because it's a smartwatch, you're buying it to look nice on your wrist and to give you some extra functionality, like tell you when calls come in or certain Twitter notifications or something like that, as well as keep your vital health information on there. So that's the real reason to buy a smartwatch, is when you want to combine that fitness element of fitness bands, but the fashionability and the ease of telling time, the nice notifications that you don't have to pull out your phone for, straight on your wrist. You're not going to be tapping around, you're not going to be playing games or answering emails and texts that much on your watch, only if you're desperate or really want a challenge. Smartwatches are still not a necessity. They're just fashion, just like regular, expensive, nice-looking watches. Do smartwatches look as nice as other watches in that price point? In my opinion, no. Handcrafted, precisely made wristwatches are still favorites among the majority of people, and they put an outfit together in a different, more professional and fancy way than a smartwatch does. Smartwatches have a different way of classifying someone in an outfit than a typical dumb watch. That being said, if you want more functionality out of, say, a wearable, like fitness information, notifications, not having to take out your phone all the time, then a smartwatch is definitely for you. And I definitely say that if you would have purchased a nice watch or a fancy watch, like I said, that's classic, then you should spend more money and spend it on a nice smartwatch that looks nice. Because you want best of both worlds. You want that extra stuff, but then you also want classic. Because you want the best of both worlds, having both kinds of things meshed together in the best way possible. Now, if you're a person that doesn't really want to be tapping around on your wrist and you're not a super needy person for like a fancy watch, or say you already have a fancy watch that you like to wear, then fitness bands like this is definitely the way to go. Because then you'll still get your notifications, you'll still get your health information, you won't pay a large sum, and you still got that nice looking watch elsewhere. Now, if you still want to interact sometimes maybe with your watch, you're not a fancy watch person, but you want something to give you your notifications and maybe reply occasionally without taking out your phone, then a cheaper smartwatch could definitely do the trick for you. Now, after wearing this wearable for a while, I do realize how actually important or nice it is to have an extra wearable on you. Whether it is a smartwatch or a fitness band, just to give you those notifications so you don't miss them. If I don't feel my phone vibrating in my pocket, I'll definitely feel my wrist vibrating. Whether it's for a call or a text that you don't want to miss, it's definitely a nice thing to have. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, fitness bands, smartwatches and stuff don't have to cost a lot of money, but if you want a nice thing that gives you fitness stuff as well as looks nice, you gotta go with that good looking smartwatch. But make sure to check out the other videos on the channel here, guys. We've got some good stuff, I say. And make sure that big red subscribe button down below is grayed out. Leave any comments or questions in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Hold up.